I must be bad.
So he must be glad.
I knew that.
Nigga with the gangsters, I must be bad. God knows what I be on, so he must be glad. Hit the town, spread the word, I ain't new to that.
This is like my favorite line in this. Hit the town,
hit the town,
spread the word, I ain't new to that.
Used to move weight, stop dancing with the devil, now Lucy man.
Tailgating with shell cases, ducking them black hearts with pale faces. Got niggas in jail facing no bail cases, pacing, praying that heaven forget they hell race. So I'm pushing the line until the line hurts. They still trying to ponder the way my mind works. Cause I'll bring a convoy of con men to a concert and turn every convict to a convert. Wounds of a friend, homie, sin will hang ya. And Lucifer could spin on my middle finger. Whether the pen or a dinner bangers, I get it in. On my mama's dead mama, I ain't no entertainer. Christ reigns, let the storm rip. I've been sinning since the womb, I was born sick. But his tail turns heads like a coin flip. So we could all come, no porn flip. We out here. Hog my millennium. Are y'all in for a treat? Let's eat.
This line is 7's line is so
Tailgating with shell case.
shell case.
Ducking them
Black hearts with pale face.
Got niggas in jail facing no bail case.
No bail
Pacing,
case.
bringing it heaven, forget
The
they
hell
hell
raising.
So I'm pushing the
So
line until the line hurts. They still trying to
ponder the way my mind works. Be a convoy of con men to a concert and turn every convict into a convert.
Rules of the line, bail cases. Pacing, bringing it heaven, forget they hell race. So I'm pushing the line until the line hurts. They still trying to ponder the way my mind works. Cause I'll bring a convoy of con men to a concert and turn every convict into a convert. Cause I'll bring a convoy of con men to a hurts. They still trying to ponder the way my mind works. Cause I'll bring a convoy of con men to a concert and turn every convict into a convert. So I'm pushing the line until the line hurts. They still trying to ponder the way my mind works. Cause I'll bring a convoy of con men to a concert and turn every convict into a convert. Wounds of a friend, homie, sin will hang ya. And Lucifer could spin on my little banger. Whether the pen or a dinner bangers, I get it in. On my mama's dead mama,
I ain't no entertainer. Christ reigns over the storm rip.
I've been sinning since the
Christ reigns over the storm rip.
I've been sinning since the womb, I was born sick. But his tail turns heads like a
Coin flip.
So we could all
Come no porn flip.
on my mama's dead or a dinner bangers, I get it in. On my mama's dead mama,
I ain't no entertainer.
Christ
Reigns over the storm rip.
I've been sinning since the womb, I was
Born sick.
but his tail turns
Heads like a coin flip.
So we
No porn flip.
sick, but his tail
Christ reigns over the storm rip.
I've been sinning
You
since
know how my mind works. They're still trying to ponder the way my mind works.
ponder the way my
Mind
mind
works.
Cause
I'll bring a convoy of con men to a concert and turn every convict into a convert.
Wounds of a friend, homie, sin will hang ya. And Lucifer could spin on my little banger. Whether the pen or a dinner bangers, I get it in. On my mama's dead mama,
I ain't no entertainer.
We out here.
heads like a coin flip. Let the storm rip. I've been sitting
And on the womb I was born sick.
but his tail turns
Heads like a coin flip. So we can all come, no porn shit.
We out here.
Oh. We'll get our internet software fixed up. Dude, this is a great song, Hog Mob. The name of the song is Hog Mob. I didn't realize. It's super good. I think it's super good.
Christ gang, HOG-MOB, armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, left, Christ gang, HOG-MOB, armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right,
Mob is the truth, shout out to the troops, salute to the general. Put me on gang, my brother thanks for having faith in the next criminal. You a real individual, family that's literal, set down for life and I'm in it too. You with it, I'm with it too, I'm in and getting it in what I'm finna do, Ride for the king, putting in work for the OG, swerve with a homie, slide on the ops. Murking them slowly, bang on a purple emoji. I serve.
Christ gang, HOG-MOB, Armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, right, left, left, right, wait, so, right, right, left, left, right, left,
Yeah, mob is the truth. Shout out to the troops. Salute to the general. Put me on gang. My brother thanks for having faith in the next criminal. You a real individual. Family that's literal. Set down for life and I'm in it too. You with it, I'm with it too. I'm in and getting it in what I'm finna do. What I'm finna do. Ride for the king. Putting in work for the OG. Swerve with the homie. Slide on the ops. Murking them slowly. Bang on a purple emoji. I serve for the only God. OG controlling the squad. All of my soldiers on go is the mob. This is a war for sure. And no, it don't stop. The battle is real. We are strapped in the field. Bring havoc to hell. Opposition got beef. And we put the match to the grill. It's going down, we slide. Disciples is bout it, we ride. A sniper, the Bibles, my rifle pull out and I fire. Fire come down from the sky. Fire burning my homie, the word of God hit like a shot. Kick like karate, finna go catch me a body. It's all for the body, it's all for the ministry. A Christ with the infantry, bang on the enemy. Physically, spiritually, mentally, homie, this MOB. For the own
be armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, right, left, left, right, wait, so, right, right, left, left, right, left. Christ gang, HOG MOB. Armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, right, left, right, wait, so, right, right, left, left, right, left.
Yeah, mob is the truth. Shout out to the troops. Salute to the general. Put me on gang. My brother thanks for having faith in the next criminal. You a real individual. Family that's literal. Set down for life and I'm in it too. You with it, I'm with it too. I'm in and getting it in what I'm finna do. What I'm finna do. Ride for the king. Putting in work for the OG. Swerve with the homie. Slide on the ops. Murking them slowly. Bang on a purple emoji. I serve for the only God. OG controlling the squad. All of my soldiers on go is the mob. This is a war for sure. And no, it don't stop. The battle is real. We are strapped in the field. Bring havoc to hell. Opposition got beef. And we put the match to the grill. It's going down, we slide. Disciples bout it, we ride. A sniper, the Bibles, my rifle pull out and I fire. Fire come down from the sky. Fire burning my homie, the word of God hit like a shot. Kick like karate, finna go catch me a body. It's all for the ministry. A Christ with the infantry, bang on the enemy. Physically, spiritually, mentally, homie, this MOB.
MOB. Christ gang, HOG MOB. Armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, right, left, left, right, wait, so, right, right, left, left, right, left. Christ gang, HOG MOB. Armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, right, left, left, right, wait, so, right, right, left, left, right, left.
The name, what he do? Spit game, who? The king, who? Elohim. The lamb was slain, we praise his name. I've been redeemed, my life has changed. Hold up, boy, you Christian? Don't you know your history? Don't you know they played us, changed us, gave us their religion? Hold that. Silly, who don't know that? Cut that off like Kojak. That's old news, that's throwback. Out here acting pro-black. Koofy in them gold caps. Bogus, know your motives over here, you get skull cracked. Yeah, don't play about my God. Yeah, I fight to the death, don't make me a martyr. Yeah, don't bring out the sword. Yeah, I fall to the flesh, man, I gotta move forward.
Physically, spiritually, mentally, homie, this MOB.
MOB. Christ gang, HOG MOB. Armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, right, left, left, right, wait, so, right, right, left, left, right, left. Christ gang, HOG MOB. Armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, right, left, left, right, wait, so, right, right, left, left, right, left.
The name, what he do? Spit game, who? The king, who? Elohim. The lamb was slain, we praise his name. I've been redeemed, my life has changed. Hold up, boy, you Christian? Don't you know your history? Don't you know they played us, changed us, gave us their religion? Hold that. Silly, who don't know that? Cut that off like Kojak. That's old news, that's throwback. Out here acting pro-black. Koofy in them gold caps. Bogus, know your motives over here, you get your skull cracked. Yeah, don't play about my God. Yeah, I fight to the death, don't make me a martyr. Yeah, don't bring out the sword. Yeah, I fall to the flesh, man, I gotta move forward. Yeah, got a wife and a daughter. Yeah, back at the crib, and girls keep me gone. Yeah, all praise to the Lord. Yeah, without him, the boy would have never been a door. Oh.
Christ
gang, Christ gang. HOG-MOB, armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. HOG-MOB, armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, left, left, right.
The name, what he do? Spit game. Who? The king. Who? Elohim. The lamb was slain. We praise his name. I've been redeemed. My life has changed. Hold up, boy, you Christian? Don't you know your history? Don't you know they played us, changed us, gave us their religion? Hold that. Silly, who don't know that? Cut that off like Kojak. That's old news, that's throwback. Out here acting pro-black. Koofy in them gold caps.
Swords out, pronto, say not, blondo.
Christ gang. HOG-MOB, armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, left, right. Christ gang. HOG-MOB, armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, left, right.
Such a beautiful song. The song's beautiful. I mean, it's powerful too, because I'm literally motivated to work out right now. Like, the song has got the fire. Woo! I pray that holy fire can be felt in other people's lives. That will give them strength to overcome evil wherever they find it.
Christ gang, HOG-MOB, armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, left. Christ gang, HOG-MOB, armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, yeah, mob is the truth. Shout out to the troops, salute to the general. Put me on gang, my brother thanks for having faith in the next criminal. You a real individual, family that's literal. Set down for life and I'm in it too. You with it, I'm with it too. I'm in and getting it in what I'm finna do. Ride for the king, putting in work for the OG. Swerve with a homie, slide on the ops. Murking them slowly, bang on a purple emoji. I serve for the only God, only controlling the squad. All of my soldiers on go is the mob. This is a war for sure, and no it don't stop. The battle is real, we out here strapped in the field, bring havoc to hell. Opposition got beef, and we put the match to the grill. It's going down, we slide. Disciples is bout it, we ride. A sniper, the Bibles, my rifle pull out and I fire. Fire come down from the sky. Fire burning my homie, the word of God hit like a shotty. Kick like karate, finna go catch me a body. It's all for the body, it's all for the ministry. A Christ with the infantry, bang on the enemy. Physically, spiritually, mentally, homie, this MOB. Christ gang, HOG-MOB, armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Left, right, left. Christ gang, HOG-MOB, armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, left.
The name, what he do? Spit game. Who? The king. Who? Elohim. The lamb was slain. We praise his name. I've been redeemed. My life has changed. Hold up, boy, you Christian? Don't you know your history? Don't you know they played us, changed us, gave us their religion? Hold that. Silly, who don't know that? Cut that off like Kojak. That's Kojak. That's old news. That's throwback. Out here acting pro-black. Koofy in them changed us, gave us their religion. We praise his name. I've been redeemed. My life has changed. Hold up, boy, you Christian? Don't you know your history? Don't you know they played us, changed us, gave us their religion? Hold that. Silly, who don't know that? Cut that off like Kojak. That's old news. That's throwback. Out here acting pro-black. Koofy in them gold caps. Bogus, know your motives over here. You get your skull cracked. Yeah, don't play about my God. Yeah, I fight to the death. Don't make me a martyr. Yeah, don't bring out the sword. Yeah, I fall to the flesh, man. I gotta move forward. Yeah, got a wife and a daughter. Yeah, back at the crib, and girls keep me gone. Yeah, all praise to the Lord. Yeah, without him, the boy would have never been a door.
Christ gang, MOB, armed Armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, left, right. Christ gang. HOG-MOB. Armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, right.
Now you know who my team is. So I'm trying to figure what the scheme is. What you viewing on the screen is something different, you ain't never seen this. From the hood, they use it as a pretense. Trying to claim that we're some demons. In the streets, we used to be some heathens. But it's clear we've been redeemed by Jesus. Anyway, you see the mob back. Loaded weapon where the palm at. We are ready for that combat. It's only war when we're in contact. With the dragon, leaving with a skull crack. When I swing the bat, I'm hitting all scout. Resist the devil, he will fall back. It's the hogs and we all strap. Ciento, ochenta, y ocho, Zeta, Diamond, Fonzo, Christ head, Honcho, Garments, Blanco, Fall off, Naso, Swords out, Pronto, Sagna, Blondo,
Christ gang, HOG-MOB. Armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, left, right. Christ gang. HOG-MOB. Armed and ready for the war. Holy soldiers you will see. Right, left, right, right.
What a great song. What a great song. Having a lot of errors with our lag. Wow. Whew. I mean, I just did some heavy lifting, and I feel good. I feel really good. Let's see. There's a really good 7 song. Let's see if we can find it up. Man, I want to thank God for how much good music I've been able to find. That God has showed me. Like, I don't think I'm even finding it. The music's finding me, and it's so wonderful. Like, the music is so good. And I want to share it with other people. M-O-B. Hog Mob stands for Hooked Over God, Ministry Over Business. So, hooked on God, that means the God, not addicted to drugs. Mob, ministry over business, means that carrying out the mission that Jesus gave is of greater interest than business, which I'm sure that becomes a very challenging choice to make. It becomes very challenging for many people. It's because when you're doing things, you want to do things that make business sense, and ministry over business can sometimes terrible sacrifice, I can assume. You know, do you want to represent a God who is not very popular? To be really honest, the funny thing is, it doesn't matter what you're representing religiously. Any God, you're not going to be popular. Like, if you represent God in any way, if you're not representing money, if you're not representing fame, everyone will look at you really weird. For some reason, people are more fascinated by the what I would call the God: beauty, sex appeal, wealth. Like, they would rather, it's actually cooler to worship someone like the president of a country like China, or a famous rapper, or a billionaire, or like heads of state, or divas. And for some reason, it's not very cool on this planet, in so many people's minds, to worship the real God, the God that created everything. And I think that's what ministry is about. Ministry over business is making that conscious decision to say, look, I understand that worshiping God is not considered very cool by most people, and that worshiping cars, sex, and cussing, and actually cussing out God is cool. Like, saying I love you, Jesus, is not as cool as cursing Jesus, using his name as a curse word, right? I mean, in many cases, they will ban you from speaking. If you want to say I love you, Jesus, that's banned. But if you want to curse Jesus, that's completely fine. And so ministry over business is a decision I think every human being gets to face and say, do they want their life to be full of meaning, and do they want to honor our maker, or are we afraid of what other people think, or do we care more about what other people think? And it's a battle, and no one can make it for ourselves. And I want to do MOB, ministry over business. But it's funny because ministry over business is only possible if you have the hog part. Because if you're not hooked on God, then the ministry over business aspect will fail. Because ultimately, the ministry will turn into a business. It'll ultimately become something selfish. It'll become something corrupt. Many religious organizations are corrupted. He has Chinese on his. He has Chinese tattoos on both sides. I should find out what those mean. I'm gonna invest to figure out how to make that better. In my hood, so that I could stream live, not have delays and drops. I'd have to fix that, so I'm so sorry guys. I don't actually know what happened because I have the best internet plan available to me, but I think that something's happening with the wiring, maybe rain and stuff. So it seems like we're getting wrecked. It sounds so good.